This is for all my brothers and sisters in a rut, specifically a prayer rut. If you're anything like me, you felt like you talk to God a lot and you pray to God a lot, but you find yourself just talking in circles and you almost feel somewhat of a distance or a fogginess as you're praying to God. And so you talk and talk and talk, and then when you're finished, you just kind of feel kind of a spirit of discontentment or unease or uncertainty of where your prayers landed, or you just don't feel that closeness to God when you're done. Now, I'll be honest, I did not want to spend time with the Lord tonight. My 9-month-old has slept horribly the last few nights, and I was laying in bed watching the IU basketball game because, I mean, you know, a Hoosier will give up sleep for a basketball game. And all I wanted to do, though, was fall asleep on that game or after the game. But I pulled myself out of bed, I sat down, and I dug into Genesis 18. Synopsis, Genesis 18, the Lord in human form visits Abraham and Sarah with 2 of his angels, all in human form, basically to remind them of their promise that they will have a son of their own. But also, when they depart from Abraham and Sarah, they're headed to Sodom and Gomorrah, 2 cities that are just running rampant with sin and unrighteousness. And God basically reveals his plan to Abraham that he is going to destroy those cities. Now, Abraham isn't really challenging God, but he is speaking very boldly out of love. And he says, what if there are righteous people in that city, though, Lord? What if there are 50 righteous people? Are you going to destroy a righteous man just for the sake of the wicked? Do they all have to be destroyed together? Is that what they deserve? He knows God's character, and he knows that is not something God would do. So God agrees, if there are 50 righteous in Sodom and Gomorrah, I will not demolish the city. Abraham then gets more bold and says, what if there are 40 righteous? What if there are 30 righteous? What if there are 20 righteous? And he goes all the way to 10, and every time God agrees. In the end, he agrees, if there are 10 righteous people in Sodom and Gomorrah, I will save both cities for the sake of those 10. And like I said, he wasn't challenging God. He remembered who God was and his character when he prayed or talked to God. And that is what we have to do. When we talk to God, we have to talk with intent and with knowledge of who God is. We have to remember who he is. We have to remember what he has done, what he can do, and what he promises he will do. We have to remember him and get our heart posture remembering his character when we pray. Next, like Abraham, we have to be specific. Abraham was specific. Will you save them if there are 50 righteous, 40 righteous, 30 righteous? If we want something from God, we can't speak in broad, general terms. We have to be specific and ask for God for something specific. He can and he will if it's intended for you.